the last time we talked about this story, I was just a baby on YouTube. But for those of you who do not know, Distorted Reality is a fanfic and comic book. The comic book is not really in order. They just kind of made cool scenes of everything they liked from the fanfic. And that's okay, because it doesn't need to be in order, because you can just tell where they're at in the story if you've seen all of Avatar. But basically, in this story, Aang is transported to another universe. And in this universe, the Fire Nation is good and the Water Tribe is evil. Basically, everything just gets flipped around from what you're used to. So today, we're gonna be looking at some really cool scenes from this comic book. But before we get into that, you guys know the drill. Last time I said only 2% of you guys watching this video were subscribed. You guys showed up really strong and we got that number all the way up to 8.9%. So yeah, subscribe if you want to join the under 10% gang. Other than that, let's get back to the video. The first scene we're gonna be looking at takes place on a water navy ship. Now, in this world, waterbenders are evil, right? So Hama is actually training Katara, like full-time, bloodbending and all. Suki is also on this ship doing some training with this random guard. Now, Katara is just straight up heartless in this story. She is watching this guard just get his ass beat with just a straight face, and then she starts to think about something. She starts to raise her hand and she starts bloodbending this guard. Now, she keeps twisting this guy up until Hama finally stops her. Between her and Suki, there are just tons of guards just on the floor. Now, in this world, Sokka has actually been captured by Team Avatar. Hama tells Katara that she needs to form a small team and retrieve Sokka by any means necessary. Now, it doesn't really look like they care about Aang too much. They just want Sokka back. I guess in this world, the Avatar isn't really something they have their eyes on. It really seems like Katara is pulling a Dragon Ball and she just wants to fight Aang to test her own limits and doesn't really care about retrieving Sokka all that much. Suki joins Katara's team and they're off to find one more person. Again, just very similar to what Azula did. It's basically the same thing with the roles reversed. I said it earlier, but it's literally that. It's still really cool to see the characters interact like this in ways that just aren't fitting, but for some reason works. The next scene we're going to be taking a look at starts off with Toph walking through Ba Sing Se. Now, everybody in this city is hyped. They're like, the Water Tribe princess is coming here to greet us peasants. She's finally gonna be here. You guys know when K-pop fans finally get their favorite idols to return? It's basically like that with these guys. This ship is here and everybody is lined up, and the people who are coming out of the ship actually end up being Suki, Katara, and Yue. Toph wants all the smoke. Right off the bat, she just starts attacking everybody. Katara doesn't want to get her princess hands dirty with this one. She's like, Suki, Yue, go deal with her. They try to 2v1 Toph, but Toph doesn't really have to try. She's just taking them to school right now. She's giving them a lesson on fighting. She's dodging, she's bobbing and weaving, and finally she's like, I am tired of these games. Stop letting your friends fight for you and fight me yourself. You know, it's pretty funny because their banter is pretty much exactly the same as in our universe. I have been waiting for a waterbender to do this in our universe for so long now, and Katara has done it in this universe. She creates a giant tsunami. Like, this would have wiped out cities. Toph tries to block it, but then she realizes, yeah, there's no blocking this, and she just goes above it. Now the fight is 3-on-1, and it's just not going well for Toph anymore. She gets punched right in the face, knocked right off of her pedestal, then just gets frozen to the ground. Right before Katara ends her, she breaks free and is just nowhere to be seen, so safe to say, she escaped. And that is where this chapter ends. Yeah, pretty cool stuff.